honestly, we're probably not gonna see the rest of the fucking hard shit. So, yeah. But we do have to pull together, like in the first boss of CLL. So I'm gonna go up and check.
Oh boy. Time to remember just how hard double edge hits.
I always been back, but I'm pretty sure because it's a friendly buff that it won't hit the bosses, but I just don't want to risk it. I hate that we see shouts from Hideout still. Cause somebody just shouted for an invite, and I'm like, what the hell? Is someone shouting for an invite in here? And I'm like, oh wait, they're not in here. Although I suppose it's helpful for communicating with the support fate. Oh yeah, food's a thing that I could eat. Let me just eat two.
Right there, explaining the boss on their side. Do note that since we, unlike in DR Savage, we don't really have normal pull timers. So I'm gonna do all my pulls based on the Conquer the Baldesian Arsenal timer, so the small timer on the clock, because everybody's individual hideouts instance timers are different. So keep that in mind when it's helpful. And I'll also do like a verbal countdown as well.
Ready checking. Maybe. There we go.
All right, ready checks. 4's ready. 5's ready. Let me know on 6.
Let's find out if
Group 6 ready? Okay, we're pulling at 12 minutes on the Baldesian off timer. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Mine's like a little off from
3,
his.
2, 1.
Mine's 2-1 now. So I thought it was off yesterday, but like now I for
Person
sure
near the
know it's
tank
off.
cluster.
That's so weird. I hate not having Rapture.
He's gonna call out some spears. What boss's element is? It's ice, so go to fire. Go to fire, spears. Tank cluster next. Remember Magia Auto, his element has shifted. Cluster. Wide. Our perceptor for this group is Heiser, right? You have perception, Heiser?
Yeah, I do.
Sounds good.
Ooh,
Oh, you have
shields.
Death and Duelist.
Lovely.
He's already almost dead. Jesus fucking Christ.
Hey man, some of us are actually veterans. He's switched to fire, so go to ice. Go to ice spears.
We're not gonna get the other mechanic today. The like Dorito one.
He's dead.
The stack and
GG.
spread.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna mark. Somebody mark me, or mark. I'll mark myself in my group, because there are traps up ahead. Heiser, go switch yours to perception. There is a trap. Do not go past where Sieg is. Do not go past the line where Sieg is. There is a trap, so we're waiting. I could use a bunch of.
Hello, how's it going, guys? Oh, alright. It has been 2 days now since this came out. And I probably could have found some time to play yesterday, but I had some stuff to get done. And wasn't overly motivated to it. So, today is the day. I feel like this was super loud yesterday, and now it's really quiet again. I'm gonna, just because it's MSQ time, we're gonna crank music up a little bit for you guys. Alright, MSQ starts over here with, I think that's on Alice. I'm just gonna talk to these guys real quick, see what the lesser scions have to say. I don't even know who the heck Clemens is. When we went to deliver the ice shards, we had occasion to speak with Gratia. Sister says he acts like an old person, but if you ask me, he seems like a perfect gentleman. I mean, those two things aren't mutually exclusive. So I had a little chat with Grahatia. Though he looks as young as any of us, he has an air of an older person about him. I suspect he's seen more than his fair share of trials. I've seen more than my fair share of trials. Coltney, Hori challenged you once before, and now he has his sights upon Grahatia. I fear history is about to repeat itself. Yeah, you're gonna get wrecked. Hori, they say Grahatia is a versatile combatant who excels in all roles in battle. That is very true with his usefulness as a trust member. I should very much like to test my blade and shield against him. Ocher Boulder. Ocher? However you want to pronounce that. There's nothing quite like basking in the glow of brothers' fighting spirits. We must make this bout with Grahatia happen. Yes, we must. I don't remember who that guy is. Obviously he's Hori's brother, but like, when did he show up? Remember Hori and Coltney, but the rest of them, I don't know who they are. Ephemy. If you seek Ryle, he has left to visit each of the each of the allied armies. Link Pearl conversations are well and good, he said, but there is no substituting face-to-face meetings for strengthening cooperation. Alright, just out of curiosity, because this dude shouldn't be here anymore. What's his name? I forget his name. Yeah, he's gone. Seriously, what is his name? It's like a long, awkward name. I swear it starts with like a U. I don't remember his name. Okay. Now, let's see. What does Alphina have to say? In the face of this new draconic threat, we have a new draconic threat? We would indeed benefit from Estinia's presence. Yet I cannot help but wonder how Kryl and Tataru intend to locate him. They certainly seemed confident, however. Wait, what happened? Oh, was it that what's-his-face's? I don't remember what was going on. It was cute. I guess we'll find out. Gratia, what do you say? Well, events have taken a grim turn. I must say I've enjoyed our time adventuring together, the visits as Isla not least of all. Since then I have spent some time pondering why Lord Amon rejected Owen's proposal to investigate a cure for iconic corruption. Perhaps he judged the endeavor too difficult to pursue. I considered, but it seemed more likely that it was not in Alex's best intention for a cure to exist. Well, whatever the truth may be, I'm full glad we could finish what Owen began. I wonder what our friend Emperor Solus would think were he to learn that his own flesh and blood is seeking to usher in the final days, together with a rogue Asian, no less. Idle musings aside, I pray that Thancred and Urianger return safely and with the intelligence we sorely need. I'm super confused, but probably because I have zero recollection of what was happening in the MSQ. I guess we'll just see how it goes. Unto the breach. Alice is waiting patiently for the return of a certain scion, not least of all you. Good news, Ari. Thancred and Urianger have finished their tour of Garlemald and are on their way back here even as we speak. As we still haven't heard anything from on the towers from the Alliance, I'm hoping they may be able to shed some light on things. They're due to arrive any moment now, so let's see what they have to say. Arthas, what are you crying about? You guys hear him crying. Ah, welcoming party. You needn't have gone to the trouble. From what I hear, you've been more than busy enough as it is. Honestly, you might have waited for me to return before discovering a cure for tempering. As it is, I can't even pretend to have been involved. Well, if it's any consolation, I myself was little more than a spectator. The lion's share of the credit must go to Alice, Graha, and Ari. But I believe I speak for the rest of us when I say we are proud to have rendered what little assistance we could. Hello, Arthas. Hello, can I help you? You're gonna step on my keyboard. Don't step on the keyboard. Here, I'll give you a step. He's like, I don't know where to step if not on the keyboard. Aw, Arthas, it's not playtime. It's not playtime. Oh, my cat. Arthas, I'm not playing with you right now, okay? Can you move your butt? Can you move this butt somewhere else? Somewhere else, Poover. Move your butt. Arthas. Boop. No, you're gonna steal my cables? And then pretend you're licking your paw? Arthas, I can't read the screen. Here, come here. Let go of this. Here, we're gonna put this down. And we're gonna pick you up. I know you don't want to get up. I know. There you go. How long is he gonna stay there? As you will also have heard, though, it hasn't been all tales of triumph. Just as we were taking a step towards finally addressing the primal threat, a pile of fresh problems landed in our lap. I mean, that's how things go. Anyways, good to have you back, though I can't help noticing that we're one Urianger short of a scouting party. You haven't lost him, have you? Oh, I couldn't lose him if I tried, and I did try, repeatedly. But no, he decided to linger in Alamigo to appraise Raubman and the others of how the land lies in Garlemald. Then mayhaps you would do the same for us. Indeed, it was just as Lise said, worse in fact, devastation as far as the eye could see. Nerva and Illard, however, were notable by their absence. Who? Might they have met their ends at the hands of Xenos and Fandaniel? Fucking Fandaniel. Perhaps, or perhaps they simply lost the will to fight. You see, the capital has been plunged into a deathly silence, with one exception, the Imperial Palace. It was a busy place before the war, but it has grown busier still, with throngs of soldiers and civilians working there day and night to rebuild, or rather, transform it. Hello, Ida, and hello, Shadows Chasm. Welcome. How's it going, guys? Why are you surprised I'm doing the story, Ida? Of course I do the story. I just hadn't got around to it yet. Transform it? Into what? That is a difficult question to answer. The construction is vast and unsettling to behold, like something from a nightmare. According to Urianger, a certain aspect of its design were clearly devised with the manipulation of ether in mind. Magitech, in other words. Yes, as unnerving as said edifice is, it was nothing next to the sight of its builders. They swarmed the place like so many insects, working with nary a word exchanged between them. No one overseeing construction, no one barking orders. It was as if they were possessed or tempered. Thinking you're about to level more Conjure? You got to level 12 last night? Nice. How are you enjoying it? I guess at level 12 you haven't really, done a whole lot of healing yet. It's not until you get into dungeons that healer becomes healer. We wanted to investigate more closely, but given our suspicions, it seemed wiser not to take the risk. If Fandaniel could bind Bahamut to his will, might he have done the same to the people of Garlemald? Whatever the truth may be, this information is certain to prove valuable. You have our thanks. Arthas, it's not playtime. Well, be sure to save some for Urianger. Which reminds me, I have a message from Alamigo. Raubon is hosting a meeting to discuss the latest findings on the towers, and he has requested our presence. Then why not leave that to us? You must be weary from your mission. No, I'm fine. Those towers have been on my mind since I first spied one on the way back, and I'm keen to get to the bottom of this. In that case, I shall stay and begin looking into another matter. I promise Kryl, we need not all attend. Very well. I suggest the rest of us make our way to Very well. I suggest the rest of us make our way to Alamigo forthwith. The sooner we leave, the more time we will have to speak with Urianger before the meeting. You're liking it so far? Your next goal is to finish your level 10 quest so you can start unlocking crafts and gatherings. Nice. Alright, Ishola, what say you? If you are curious to know what I will be doing in your absence, let us speak of it another time. At present, Kryle and I have no more than a hypothesis. Okay, and they're all doing their same thing. Wait, did I talk to Ephemy? I meant to. If you seek Ryle, he is left to visit you to the allied armies. Link Pearl conversations are well and good, but there's no substituting face-to-face meetings for strengthening cooperation. I think I did read that. Okay, where am I going? The Alamegan Quarter? Arthas, are you opening closet doors again? Oh. Oh, I'm supposed to speak to everybody. Graha, I wonder if there have been any developments regarding the Amalja abductions. It can be no mere coincidence that the incidents began occurring just as the towers first appeared. Although I was only in Revenant's Toll a short while, I did manage to squeeze in a brief drink with Flamin, spring water only, it being a flying visit. The royal menagerie is still closed to civilians. Fandaniel and his pet certainly left their mark. Well, we may safely assume that the Telephoroi are behind the works being carried out in the Imperial Palace. We can only guess at their purpose. Oh. Oh, Urianger is the quest. I think I talked to everyone else, though. My friends, much and more have I heard of your travails in our absence. Heartened am I to see that you all hail and whole. Oh, Urianger. As are we to see you safely returned from your mission, Urianger. I trust Thancred made you feel welcome. Well, well, if it isn't Alphino and his merry band. Oh. What's his face? Why am I so drawing a blank? Arenvald, yes. Arenvald, whatever are you doing here? When we spoke via Link Pearl, you told me you'd be away on a mission. And who's to say this isn't part of it? But enough about that. It's good to see you looking all so similar. I thought you'd have grown a bit taller for a whole year in another world, but apparently not. Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you. While my soul might be a year older, my body has hardly aged, as you are well aware. And may I remind you that we Elizan are known to be late bloomers, especially in terms of our height. Mark my word, the day will come when even a great Orog such as yourself will crane your neck to meet my eye. That'd be funny if, like, in a patch suddenly Alpha and Alisaelix spurt up in height. Aye, 'twas not until my 20th summer that I myself outgrew my boyish proportions, though Minbrida towered over me nonetheless. Aw, Minbrida. Sad face. Arenvald brings out the best in Alphino, doesn't he? They both seem so at ease in each other's company. It's almost endearing. Almost? Apparently I disagree. So, what exactly brings you here? Oh, Fordola mostly. Oh, we get to find out more about Fordola? We need to go over a few things before we set out. What's Fordola been up to? Is she still in prison? Set out? Wait, does this have something to do with the towers? What gave that impression? Actually, tell me later. You've got a meeting to go to. I'll see you afterwards, alright? If Fordola is going with him, that must mean... My apologies. As Arenvald rightly pointed out, we have a meeting to attend. Let us be about it. Arthas left me a present of fur. There's so many of us.
Ere we begin, I would like to offer my gratitude to Masters Thancred and Urianger. Tis no small feat to infiltrate the Imperial capital and live to tell the tale. much less in times of civil war. Thanks to them, we may plot our course in full knowledge of how the winds blow in Garlemald.
Full glad are we to have been of service. But verily, such dangers as we did encounter pale into insignificance next to those faced by our comrades. An Ascian, armed with the might of Bahamut, bent on bringing about the final days.
Theatrics. He sought only to make a show of the power at the Telophoroid's disposal. But since then we have seen no sign of this Fandaniel or his worm. And while we've done what we can to bolster our defenses, there's no telling where he might strike next.
Whenever and wherever it may be, we must use the intervening time to learn more of our enemy. 'Twas with this in mind that we dispatched scouts to investigate the towers.
Our advance party took longer than expected to return. And when they did, they tried to kill us. Luckily, I'd seen that sort of thing before, and we were able to restrain them before they did any harm. Then it was just a matter of letting the Porksies do their work.
Are you saying they were tempered?
Once they'd come back to their senses, they told us everything they could. It seems that just as they were getting close to the tower, they heard an ear-splitting roar. And that was the last thing they remembered. But what worries me most is what they were saying right before they attacked. Glory be to Garlemald.
The Tempered have heretofore ever been thralls to primal entities. Yet these hapless souls were compelled to accept a nation as the object of their devotion. This calleth into question all that we know of the condition.
Would that the unsettling news ended there. Alas, there is more. Following the earlier reports of missing Amalja, we have learnt that other beast tribes have suffered similar losses. And we now have reason to believe that the abductions are connected to the appearance of the towers. Our scouts sighted black-garbed figures leading shackled Ixal in the direction of the tower in Dravania. The Temple Knights were able to intercept them before they could reach their destination, liberating the Ixal and apprehending their captors, each of whom was found to be equipped with Garlean arms and armor.
So the Empire is the common thread.
With the support of Xenos, it seems likely that Fandaniel has rallied a faction of the splintered Garlean army to the banner of the Telophoroi.
Lord Hien reached the same conclusion when I shared our findings with Doma. The plan had been to march on Garlemald from the east and west in order to force a peace treaty. But the situation has changed. Dealing with the threat of the towers must come first. Given the nature of the enemy and the proven risk of tempering, I could think of few suitable candidates to aid in this task. But I am confident in my choice.
Is it me? It's me! And them.
What?
Resistant to primal influence as they are, they can investigate the towers without fear of being turned.
Without spoilers, how does this patch end? I don't know. I just started it. Why are you asking me?
We are glad to put our gifts to use, Commander.
Is Ferdola gonna say anything?
Gifted or not, going behind enemy lines remains a perilous undertaking. But we must know more if we're to strike back at our foe. I'm counting on you.
It ends. Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
If it would give us the upper hand, I'd do it 100 times over. We won't let you down.
That concludes the briefing. You two, make ready and join your escort.
There is no end. Well, don't we have, don't we usually have, wait, we don't usually get end credits at this point. There's end credits at the end of, but doesn't the story usually just lead into the next expansion? Like, we get end credits at the end of, like, the original expansion. We usually get end credits at the end of, like, the 0.3 expansion, right? We don't get them at the end of the 0.5 expansion patch. We don't get them at the end of the 0.5 patch, though, do we? Because usually this is just building into the next story. But yeah, I do expect that we will get another patch at 5.5. But I don't think that we get end credits after that, do we? I don't recall that. Arthas, why are you so needy? We can't play right now. I'm busy. Oh, you're so cute. That concludes the briefing. You two make ready to join your escort. But the story at the end of this patch will be the end of the story of this patch. They usually have a quote that leads to the expansion, yeah. Arthas, what are you doing back there? Hello, cat. Hello. You should sit down and stay a while. And the last quest of the patch is always the same as the patch name. Ah, yes.
Are you certain about this, Arenvold?
At least bring me along.
I am. Come on, let's talk outside.
This looks like CGI. How mean. Alright, does he hear that? Funky thinks you're CGI. I don't see him anymore. Maybe he is CGI. He's poofed. I wish this chair would just, like, tip back less. Just a little bit less. Alright, what is Alphino? Not this random person. I accept that numbers can prove a hindrance when infiltrating enemy territories, but to send only 2? Fordola, what say you? If it's small talk you're after, look elsewhere. Fordola, I just want to be your friend. Now that it's out in the open, I don't have to keep it under my proverbial hat anymore.
So you know, I've already gone through all the formalities at the Rising Stones. Made sure to inform Jamolva and Vmar at Ralka's Reach as well.
Who are those people? Jamolva and Vmar? My god, they're throwing names at me and I, like, legit don't have any idea who they are.
Arenvold, I admire your enthusiasm, but this is far more dangerous than anything you have done before.
I know the risks. And I also know what's in store if we don't stop Fandaniel from carrying out his plan. With this power of mine, I can make a difference. If I stood idly by, I would regret it for the rest of my life.
And you, Fordola? Is this what you want?
I mean, she's probably just happy to be out of the dungeon, right?
What are you asking me for? It's not like I have any say in the matter.
Don't pretend. We both know Commander Eldin gave you a chance to refuse. And you didn't.
Doesn't Fordola kind of just want to die, though?
So the Empire's finished, is it? But that's what they're all saying. That the great and glorious Garlemald slit its own throat. And now, from out of its twitching carcass crawls the Telophoroi with bloody Xenos at its head!
Fordola usually looks done with things in general, yeah.
I fought for Garlemald. Killed for Garlemald. What was I part of? I need to know. Whatever it is, I need to know.
Very well. If your hearts are set on this, I shall not stand in your way.
Arthas, oh my god. I missed the screenshot of
If
Ari.
you've finished with your touching display of camaraderie, I have a question. Which tower are you planning to investigate, exactly?
Why, you want to go investigate the other one, Thancred?
Well, the one in Girabani is said to be tightly guarded. It's patrol after patrol out there, apparently. We'd be spotted before we got anywhere near it. Which is why we've set our sights on the one in Paglthan instead.
The freaking hell
There
is
shouldn't be anything
Paglthan?
like as many Imperials to worry about down there.
Even so, I doubt the local Amalja will look kindly on it if they catch you sneaking around in their territory.
Fordola and I had a chance to learn the lie of the land in our previous forays there. We might still find trouble, but at least we won't lose our way. Well, we'd best not keep them waiting any longer.
Mayhap when all of this is over, we could take another trip to Loxeld. I would have you know I've become a rather capable swimmer since our last visit.
Ha! I'll believe that when I see it. Though, to be fair, getting into deep water does seem to be a scion's lot in life. Take care, eh? It means a lot, you know. You coming with me.
I'll still owe you for saving my skin, don't I? Can't return the favour if I'm not there.
I dare say you'll get your chance before long. That Fandaniel sounds like a tricky customer. Too much for the likes of me, anyway. But we both know I'd just be another soldier if it weren't for my gift. And I need to be a damn sight more than that given what's coming. I realise I can't hold a candle to a hero like the Warrior of Light, or Alphino for that matter. He might look like he's 12, but he's seen more action than most people see in a lifetime. No, the fact is I'm nothing like them, and maybe I never will be. But I'll be damned if I don't try. They're counting on me. On us. So let's give it our all.
Alright, this is making strange noises.
He does not want for conviction, that much is certain. So let us have faith in him. Him and Fordola both. While they see to the towers, I would attend to another task. Chasing down this lunar Bahamut.
Ah, bloody thing. Can you hear me? It's Tataru. Ah, I'm happy to say we've managed to find Estinian.
Yay.
And I'm sorry to say, he went running off again the moment we told him about Bahamut.
Of course.
But he did mutter something about heading to Ishgard, so if you're quick, you might still be able to catch him.
Even if we set out this instant, he may already have left by the time we arrive.
I can teleport.
Have her send the bonanza to Ishgard. It may prove useful should we need to give chase.
Don't you have your own link shell?
Gladly. I'll see to it as soon as Kryl and I get back to the Rising Stones. Good luck.
While you go off on your dragoon hunt, Urianger and I will return to headquarters. We have much to tell the others.
I wish you every success in your search for our elusive friend. May we all meet again ere long.
Oh. One quest done. Oof. That leg doesn't want to bend so well. Ugh, I want to sit, like, properly. Here, let me move my camera a little bit so I'm not chopping off my head. There we go. Who we got? Gradia. This won't last very long, though, because I can cross my other leg up easily, like, for a long time, but this one doesn't want to bend. Estinian Wormblood, the Azure Dragoon, his was another name that featured prominently in the history books, and it will be fascinating to meet the man in flesh. I get the impression Arnvold is a lot more apprehensive than he lets on. Grass the worst family. True that. I get the impression, okay, he will have been grateful Alphino was there to see him off. Alright, I think that's everyone. Alphino. Here be dragons. Alphino is keen to track down Estinian. So Estinian was bound for Ishgard. Whatever it is that brings him home, we must hope it will keep him there long enough for us to find him. Come, there's no time to lose. I bet it's Amric. He's probably hanging out with Amric. Arthas, stop crying at me. What do you want? Well, I know what you want, but you can't have it. He wants me to play with him. I'm sorry, I'm busy. Alright, now we're going to Ishgard. Foundation. Conveniently, right here. What do you say, Graha? I've only visited Ishgard once before, after the devastation of the 8th Umbral Calamity. To see this place in all its forgive me, in all its original glory, is a tantalizing prospect indeed. Assuming we find him, this will be my first encounter with the famous Estinian. Really? Alice and Estinian haven't met? If he's half the man Alphino claims, I fully expect to go weak at the knees. Perhaps do a bit of fainting while I'm at it. Alice, I can't see that happening. Although I do think you'll like Estinian. All present? Good. Let us split up. Let us split up and search for Estinian. I can't talk today. Since we're relatively new to this place, Graha and I will look around the open spaces, the squares and markets and whatnot. You and Ari can delve into the nooks and crannies. Alice was busy for Heavensward, and when she got back, I think Estinian was on his journey of self-discovery. Wait, what was Alice doing during Heavensward? I know he mostly hung out with Alphino. Why is Alphino saying he's new to this place? Oh no, that was Alice. I thought this was Alphino talking. Okay, so I'm going around with Alphino. So Alice and Graha just want to go, like, be tourists. So they're sending off me and Alphino to go do the work. Got it. Very well, let us reconvene at the airship landing later, with or without Estinian. Good luck. She was doing coil stuff until the Warrior of Darkness. Really? That long? I think I shall begin at the Sky Steel Manufactory, so perhaps you could try the congregation? Lucia may well have heard news of her friend's return. Might Emmerich be there? Where am I going? To... what's closest to here? Forgotten Night. Alright, I thought so. To the Forgotten Night. Has anybody done the new, like the fates in the Firmament? What's that stuff all about? What, like, do you have to craft for the fates or something? Or are they actually, like, normal fates? Handaloo, what do you have to say? Day by day the people strive to restore Ishgard to its former glory. Yet the Telophori would seek to undo all that we have achieved and threaten not only our fair city, but the entire world. As ever, we Temple Knights are ready to fight to the last. Good evening to you, Warrior of Light. Lord Amric sent word that you would be attending the meeting in Alamigo, so I gather you have not come in search of him. Maybe I have. To what do we owe the pleasure of your visit? It's like the old Firmament phase. You run around for a bit and then you get random loot at the end. Oh, I never did the old ones either, though. So. I see. No, we were not aware of Sir Stinian has returned to Ishgard, but I expect you remember. As I expect you remember, he is wont to come and go as he pleases. Mayhaps he came seeking an audience with Lord Amric, only to find him absent? In any event, I'm afraid I cannot help you. Perhaps one of your companions have fared better. Lucia. So not useful. Alright, where am I going? To the airship landing. Okay. What ether rate is by here? The Athenium Astrologicum. My foot is trying to fall asleep from how I'm sitting. Ugh. My toes are cold, even though I'm wearing socks. This way. Let's sprint. And oh, I'm working with one hand here. Alice, did you find Angraha? Did you find the person that you've never met before? That's a cool shot. Where's Alpha now?
No sign of him. Not that I've ever met him before, but the way Alphino goes on about him, I'm fairly sure I could pick him out in a crowd.
Speaking of which, it does seem awfully quiet. If the erstwhile Azure Dragoon had returned to Ishgard, would it not be a source of general excitement?
Only if he makes himself known. Wait.
First the Scion's Coinkeeper, and now you. I'm beginning to think these meetings are more than mere coincidence.
Alice, where's the fainting?
Not that I'm complaining. It's been too long.
Wait, why is he talking to Alice?
Too long?
Does he think that's Alpha now?
You look an ilm taller and twice as rugged. It suits you, Alphino.
Oh my god. Why? Best scene of the past. Oh no. Oh no. Arthas, go away.
Quieter, though. Have you been giving him lessons on how to be the strong, silent type?
Me too. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
I'm not Alphino! If the two of you are such firm friends, perhaps you should remember what he looks like. And what do you mean, rugged?
Oh, maybe Alice won't like him so much after all.
Oh, had my brother mentioned what an oaf you are, I'd never have bothered looking for you in the first place.
Fixing to get stabbed.
Estinian Wormblood. The Azure Dragoon. He who fought and felled the dread worm Nidhogg at the Warrior of Light's side. To think the day would come when I should see this living legend with my own eyes.
Oh, God.
Would someone mind explaining what is going on?
I just have some friends who've never met you before.
Is everything all right? I thought I heard Alize shouting. Estinian! It's been too long.
Why should Elfino run?
No, it's quite understandable. That was hardly the first time we've been confused for one another. Nor, I suspect, will it be the last.
At least they don't wear the same clothes anymore.
Well, I, for one, will not be making that mistake again.
Not if you don't want the wrath of Alice.
What I will say, for the second time today, is that you've grown. Inside and out. I can tell.
One can't remain a spoiled little lordling forever, you know.
I kind of find it amusing that, like, since Estinian took off his helmet, he's literally never put it back on again.
At least someone's having a good time. You know, when we were growing up, Alphino would never befriend other boys because he couldn't stand the thought of not being in charge. But maybe that's changed. He seems just as happy around Estinian as he does Arenvald.
Perhaps he sees them as the brothers he never had. I think he learned how to talk with people rather than at them. Well, you can't keep them all to yourself forever. We're gonna go with the second one. Excuse me.
I wouldn't be so sure. He still loves nothing better than the sound of his own voice.
No rest for the righteous, eh? Speaking of which, I was just on my way to borrow an airship to take me to Azis La.
Azis La? How could I forget? The dragon with whom Bahamut shared the deepest of bonds.
Oh yeah, Tiamat.
Aye, Tiamat, his mate. Even now she remains imprisoned on Azis La, though her remorse binds her faster than any shackle.
I see. As the one who first summoned Bahamut, you believe she may be able to shine some light on his latest incarnation.
Might I suggest that we make the journey to Azisla together? I'm not sure if Tataru mentioned this, but we Scions have an airship of our own now.
I see no reason why not. Assuming your sister can bear the thought of sharing a deck with me.
Be my guest. But confuse me with Alphino again and I'll throw you overboard.
Oh, Alice, they never change.
I don't know who he thinks he is, but he's nothing like Alphino painted him to be.
She's so mad at him just because he mistook her for Alphino. Hey, Ben, how's it going? MSQ didn't touch Azisla for years now, and then we end up there twice in 2 patches. Yeah.
I will admit, he is not exactly as I imagined him either. Based on what I had read of the man, I think I was expecting someone a little less blunt.
What did you read about him that gave you that impression? Oh, okay. They're just gonna take me there. I guess we did take the airship. I'll say, you still mad? Not to complain, but I didn't expect to find myself here again quite so soon. Graha. So this is the Delta Quadrant, where countless dragons yet lie imprisoned. The great Tiamat among them. Hello, Estinian. Tiamat summoned Bahamut once before. She may have again, willfully or no. Wasn't Azazla only used for like a raid and passing through story plots before? My memory of it's kind of fuzzy. Oh no, level 59. It was like the highest level area in the Heavensward quests. So we worked our way through it, and then yeah, there's like a dungeon or two. I don't even think there's a raid here. You're thinking of Binding Coil, but I don't think that's based out of Azazla, although it has a lot of the same. Yeah, Warring Triads is what's here. And there's a couple dungeons here, isn't there? Some gathering notes. Hey, there's some A ranks and S ranks and well, A rank. No, 2 A ranks, right? No, 2 B ranks, 1 A rank, 1 S rank. It has been quite some time since last I set foot in Azazla, but I understand the 3 of you were here rather more recently. I don't suppose you chanced to meet with Tiamat during your visit. Oh, there are 2 A's, okay. Alas not. We had no cause to set foot here in the Delta Quadrant, but I have studied the relevant records, which is to say I wouldn't appreciate a first-hand account. Oh, which is not to say I wouldn't appreciate a first-hand account of your dealings with her. Same pattern for all the post-error things. Well then, Ari is the person to talk to. As far as I know, she's the only one of us to have met Tiamat face to face. Let me tell you a story with my hands. Even now, she remains a prisoner of the Allegan Empire. Let's just say it helped that Miss Guardsmer was there to introduce me. Yeah, probably. Ah, yes, you were a friend of her father. I, too, have met with Tiamat. Hey, when? When, Estinian? Oh, we're gonna find out. After the Dragonsaw War, I came to a close, I came here to speak with her, a worm who had fought her own war against man in another age. I wished to know if she yet harbored thoughts of vengeance, and asked as much. She said no. My hatred for your kind was extinguished long ago. But the guilt she feels for resurrecting Bahamut burns on undimmed. It torments her, even now. I see. Then your original reason for coming here was out of concern that Tiamat had been forced to summon Bahamut? Nidhogg is part of me. I feel his emotions as my own, and I know that he would not allow his sister to be made a tool of evil. In his absence, it falls to me to watch over her. Aww. Oh, I have to pick something. Oh, it's a silver piece, because I don't need... Wait, those... Maybe something there would have been useful. Oh well. Now what do you guys say? It was the Ascians who taught Tiamat the secrets of summoning, even as they supplied the Allegans with the means to capture primals. So much suffering, all of it by design. I know, goddamn Ascians. The Azure Dragoons of history were the mortal enemies of the dragons, yet now they would be hard-pressed to find a soul who understood them better. Our grandfather sacrificed everything to protect the realm from Bahamut. We must be prepared to do the same. Righteous indignation. Estinian is ready to lead the way to Tiamat. Tiamat awaits. This way. Oh, apparently I'm gonna fly like straight through Tiamat. Does she actually move? Yeah, she does a little bit. She's not quite just a statue. Now what do you guys have to say? ... To think that man is responsible for all of this, and so much else that dragonkind has suffered. Resigned to her fate though she may be, I cannot help but feel that we may be able to help Tiamat. Would she only let us? Nope, wrong person. Graha. So this is one of the 7 great worms. Even thus confined, her presence is overwhelming. You never actually noticed her moving until you did this quest? I mean, she is alive. She's just imprisoned. Not a statue. I was just curious if the game remembered that she wasn't a statue. We'll let her talk. My sire's mortal companion. What bringeth thee back to this forsaken place, child of man? I like listening to the dragon speak.
It's plain she knows naught of recent events. Perhaps you should enlighten her.
Let me tell you a story with my hands. Nope. Ah, that my sins should be repeated. I sense not the faintest stirring. Oh, I thought she was done. As to who could have called him forth, I know of none save the dragons of Mercidia, our children. The icon claimed their souls when first he manifest, and robbed of and robbed of their will, they became tools for the Allegant's dark designs.
I've seen it with my own eyes. Captives of a lost empire, neither alive nor dead, existing only to preserve Bahamut's corporeal form.
Yes, the dragons of Mercidia are at the mercy of this Ascian. There can be no other explanation. She's so angry. Accursed Ascians, vile minions of darkness. I don't disagree, Tiamat. Again you would profane the memory of my beloved and strip our children of their freedom, their dignity. Are there no depths to which you will not stoop? Nope.
Your children's pain means nothing to them. They laugh at your kind suffering.
Are you trying to help us, Daniel?
But tears will not right this wrong, nor will lamentation see the perpetrators punished.
Look, Tiamat arguing while you're stuck in a machine isn't really lever. She wants to be there, though. But yeah, she should come out and help. What wouldst thou have from me, Slayer of Dragons?
Behavior befitting a great worm. We came here to ask mighty Tiamat of the First Brood, consort of Bahamut, mother of the dragons of Mercidia, what she intends to do about the crimes committed against her children.
I'm sure he hasn't slayed any dragons lately. Honestly, though, isn't like Tiamat like thousands of years old? Like she's been imprisoned here for thousands of years. The brief period of time since the Dragon Song War for her probably just feels like yesterday. What are you screaming about?
Santalan infan antosk. Kous lent on.
Well, she's one of the first broods, so they're all about the same age, I presume. But yeah, Midgardsmer's their father, so he's the oldest. Were I free, I would answer thine insolence with a fire, but words shall have to suffice.
Ale o esk an in. Ale cum ac in.
Really? She said all that already? Okay. Recall, mortals, that it was I who did first summon my beloved, praying with all my being to bring him forth. You who contend with icons cannot well be ignorant of the consequences. Yeah, I do remember that dragon is an efficient language. I think that the lore is that they just like they've learned to cut out the unimportant words, so they just get straight to the point.
You too were exposed to his influence. That you are yet in possession of your own will is testament to the indomitable strength of your soul. But were you to meet with Bahamut again, you fear you might succumb.
Es snoska dramon kin. Nestra in. Illes I. Nesh an.
Indeed, ask the Dragon Slayer, and he will tell thee the power of we of the first brood wield. Were I to lose myself to the Icon's influence, all would pay the price.
Unmik. Nalstra ul an. Antal an. Smon. Tahi.
But it is of little matter, for even had I the strength to resist, I yet lack the strength to break my shackles. This prison shall be my tomb. I thought she didn't want to break her shackles. Couldn't we, like, free her? I thought we asked her if she wanted to be freed at some point, and she was like, heck no, just leave me here.
On the matter of Bahamut's influence, at least, I believe we can be of some assistance. If you're afraid of being enthralled, don't be. We have a cure. And while we've never tried it on one such as you, its basic principles are universal.
Doesn't it kind of take like a shit ton of crystals? It takes a lot of something. Remember, it's not something we can just do willy-nilly really easily. Speakest thou in earnest?
There is no future for those bound to the past.
Oh, I was just going to read that for some reason.
That you committed a terrible sin, I do not dispute. But if you feel remorse, you may yet make amends. We offer you that chance. Take it, or you will forever remain a prisoner. Not of these cruel shackles, but of your own guilt.
This is the Stormblood music playing, isn't it?
Sahan. Seth Song. Kin Bahamut.
A chance to make amends, to lay Bahamut's memory to rest.
An sumon na an inles. Snaloles dish an. Na ala an ul an sin an stan in.
Stan. When our own star faced annihilation, Hydaelyn granted us sanctuary, and now your foes would bring about her destruction. This I cannot allow. For the debt I owe to Hydaelyn and to all who have suffered for my sins, I shall fight with you, children of man. Is Tiamat gonna leave her chains? She's gonna come with us? Or is she somehow gonna fight from there? So, whoops. It would seem she still has some pride after all. Let us see if she's as good as her word. I confess my heart was in my throat when Estinian thought to berate her. Mine too, a little bit. But it appears to have had the desired effect. It won't make up for what she's suffered at the hands of men, but if there's a chance we can free her, truly free her, we owe it to her to try. Are we gonna, is that what we're gonna be doing now? Freeing Tiamat? That was unexpected. While the Porxes have shown to be effective in curing the tempered, Tiamat must be considered a special case. She is far, far larger and immeasurably more powerful than any subject treated thus far. Were we to remove her restraints only to find that the process had failed, we would be hard-pressed to contain her. Freeing Tiamat, what's the worst that happen? I know, right? I swear we've talked about doing this before, though, and she didn't want us to. But she's now changed her mind. Then, before going ahead, we should learn as much as we can about the exact nature of her condition. Do you suppose we can find that information here? Why, yes, we can. We can indeed. The Alligans kept detailed records of all their notable captives, and I know exactly where to look. We shall leave that to you, then. In the meantime, the rest of us can turn our thoughts to the removal of those shackles. I know Alphino and Ari here well enough, but not you. Are you certain you're ready to see this through? Rest assured, Sir Estinian, that I am both ready and willing to give my all for the sake of this star, though that is not my only reason for wanting to set Tiamat free. While I do not claim to know all of her sorrows, I too once found myself in a prison of despair, and I well understand how hard it can be to dare dream of escape. It took the encouragement of braver souls than I am to make me take the first step towards a brighter future, and now I would help Tiamat do the same. I gather you are not as young as you look. Yeah, no. Mayhaps when our work here is done, we could trade tales over a pot of Tataru's famous tea. And be indebted to her for the leaves and hot water? I think not. I see. Ahem. Returning swiftly to the task at hand, then. I believe the nodes governing Tiamat's restraints are located in the sector known as the flagship. Someone shipping those two? I mean... Yes. Ah, yes, we are familiar with it. Yeah. The Ethereochemical Research Facility, in particular. Don't we just ship everyone? Oh, you may wish to take this. A spirit vessel containing a small amount of my blood. Why do I want that? Wait, what? Why do I want this? Which you just happen to be carrying around with you? Yes, I'll say yes. I suppose that could seem rather odd. To explain, Rambros, Urianger, and I are researching the use of spirit vessels and the transference not only of memories, but in the traits of certain bloodlines. And so I keep one at the ready should the opportunity to test our theories arise. As for its use to you, you may recall that during our previous visit, the nodes here granted access to restricted functions, having identified me as one of royal blood. And armed with that spirit vessel, I posit it will do the same for you, even in the absence of, well, the rest of me. It seemed worth a try, at least. Is Alice questioning the plot device? That's what Alice is here for, to ask the important questions. Agreed. We will take good care of it, of his vial of blood that he's strangely just handed over to. I mean, I get why, but like, okay. To the flagship, then. This person's name is Smashed Potato. Alright. Alice and I shall remain here and attend to necessary preparations. In the event that the spirit vessel fails to work as expected, you know where to find me. Good luck. Nope, not you. It's possible the restraints may have mitigated the effects of her tempering, but Tiamat has been enthralled to Bahamut for thousands of years. To have clung on to her reasons, though it all says a lot to her strength of will. More than a lot. Alright. I'm going straight through Tiamat, apparently. And then... should I be teleporting? No. Okay. But I do think I need to be going up. Sorry. It's bedtime. Where am I going? I would rather leave these elegant contraptions to you and Alphino. Let us split up and search for the flagship. Let's try that again. Let us split up and search the flagship for the node that controls Tiamat's restraints. But should you find a likely candidate, do not be tempted to make any adjustment. It would not do to accidentally release some manner of experimental monstrosity, nor less Tiamat herself in her current state. Our objective at this stage is simply to identify the relevant node or nodes. Once we have learned what we can do, we should reconvene and compare notes prior to proceeding. Oh, I see, that was all one. I feel like I'm definitely gonna accidentally release Tiamat. Oops. Oh, it's, if I recall, there's, it's this node here. A clamorous node. Blip, bloop, warning, scheduled dragon restraint maintenance due in minus 2020 years. Failure to verify system integrity may result in unscheduled specimen release. Well then. Oh, I'm stuck. Obstreperous node? What the heck is that word? Cur, data link with Delta Quadrant broken. Possible cause, intruder interference. Advised deployment of automated combat units. Proceed. Maybe not just yet. What kind of mount was that orange cat thing? It was Yokai Watch. What? Malodorous node. Wait, it smells? Bzz. Friction between metallic components detected. Temperature increasing to critical levels. Please replace damaged parts or retreat to a safe distance. Bzz. There you are. What do you say now, Stinian? I'm kind of half tempted to do a photo shoot with a Stinian here. Infernal things. One of them must have sweat. I can't talk today. Infernal things. One of them sent a swarm of mechanical Vilekin to plague me. It must have angered it. like, look, I can just do a lovely photo shoot. Aww. Hold on. G-posing for a moment. No, Ari, don't. No. Stop that. Good grief. How do I make her stop mounting? I just need a... I can make that stop. It's the fact that Ari turns, though, that's problematic. Oh, God. Fist bump. I just like put my hand straight through his stomach. All right. Can I pet him? Hug. Oh, now I feel awkward because this dude's here. There we go. Perfect. Okay, stop looking at the camera. There we go. Now it's awkward. Alright, I gotta freeze in... There we go. Beautiful. I like that he's just kind of like strangling me with his crossed arms though. Whoops. Can I like... Yeah. Perfect. Now I just need some, what, lighting? Give me some lighting. Too much lighting. Still too much lighting. Oh god. Wait, why is this? Okay, we just need to turn it down a bit. Just a little bit. There. Oh, there's a, where is it? Screen effect? Nope. Oh no, we wanted the color filter, not a screen effect. Bright. Bright? That's not so bright. It's perfect. It's perfect. Maybe less bright. Let's see. This side's a little bit more awkward. Okay. I'm done. This person's gonna be gone. Alright, perfect. I'm afraid Estinian and I have little to show for our efforts. Did you find anything? I did! A note which smelled like burnt hair. Oh, that's what it smelled like. Yes, a trooping note which spontaneously warned me about neglecting the dragon restraints. I found a way to activate mechanical sentries if that's of any help. Can I say all of these things? Let's go with this one, the least useful one. Huh, I know the one. Though I thought the stench more akin to a fire in a manure shed. But it seemed likelier to explode than grant our wish. Surely there must be another. Yes, a chirruping node which spontaneously warned me about neglecting dragon restraints. Spontaneously, you say? Well, that does sound promising. Almost suspiciously so, in fact. But then you were in possession of the spirit vessel. I dare say it's indeed the note of which Graha spoke. And it was chirruping, you say? Very well, let's take a closer look. How did the Alligans tell these godforsaken things apart? As I suspected, the node will not acknowledge my authority to issue it instructions. Blip, do you wish to operate the dragon restraint mechanism? Blip bloop, you do not have requisite access privileges. Operation of the dragon restraint mechanisms may only be undertaken by chief technological by chief technologists and members of the royal family. That was a difficult word. Or those with a vessel of full royal blood, perhaps. Ari Brain, no talking today, I know, right? What is this called? Field trial spirit vessel? Alright. New user detected commencing biometric authentication. Alright, brain Justinian, please. True that here. We'll take another screenshot. Justinian's in it. Bloop. Authentication complete. User identified as member of the royal family. Please state your name. None of these are members of the royal family. I'm just gonna say I'm me. Bloop. Welcome, Ariavana. You may operate the dragon restraint mechanisms when ready. Oops, I just let Tiamat out. That worked. Blip bloop error. Unable to disengage restraints of the specimen. Tiamat, a system update is required. It didn't work. A system update? What do you suppose it's asking of us? To update its system, obviously. I could hazard smash it to pieces. I don't think that's gonna help. I'm gonna guess we have to do a system update. Final Fantasy 14 learning how to do an operating system update. Well, that's more than I can say. Confounded bloody thing. User agitation detected. Initiating guidance program. Bloop. In order to operate the restraint mechanism, I require access to the central control system. However, I am unable to establish a link to said system due to the obsolescence of my own software. This issue can be resolved by applying a system update using the corresponding terminal located within the flagship. So, can this thing release the restraints or not? Astinian, you're dumb. It can, but only once it's received the requisite system update, as far as I can tell. Until which time it'll float there spewing nonsense? Yeah, pretty much. User dissatisfaction detected. Initiating placation protocols. Bloop. I am here to help. Rest assured that I will be on hand to guide you through every step of the system update process. How gratifying. But I dare say we will fare better with guidance than without. Complete. Alright, what do you have to say now? Sid and his colleagues always make operating these Allegan devices seem so easy. I mean, it's literally going to help us update it, so it's pretty easy. I don't know what possessed the Allegans to surround themselves with these chattering orbs, but the fact that they remain while their creators do not speaks volumes. That they turned on the Allegans and they were killed by all the nodes? That's what I got from that. For vengeance! The restrainment? That's not a word, is it? Is that a word? My brain just like non-functional. The restrainment node stands poised to lend a hand, figuratively speaking. Because it doesn't have hands. Bloop, guiding user to terminal. This way, please. Alright, what mount am I getting this time? Oh, Ravana. Alright, Brain, what are words anyways? Is that a word though? Restrainment? Somehow I think I need to be inside here. There we go. This terminal appears to be similar to the one we encountered when we first set foot here. Let's hope it will be equally helpful. Restrainment. Don't look at me. This is a task for you and Alphino. Bloop. Access granted to user Ariavana and her adolescent Elysian companion. Master Ivana's other companion is deemed a potential risk to safe operation and has been denied access privileges until further notification. Okay, hold on a sec. I'm gonna take a quick 3-minute break before I continue with this. Don't go anywhere. I will return momentarily. I'm back. I apologize. Apparently my video didn't want to load. Alright. Let's see what the flagship terminal has to say about a system upgrade. Let's see. According to the terminal, the central control system is presently employing software version 56.35. Dare I ask what version you are employing? Why, software version 42.002, of course. Blip bloop. Oh, that wasn't nearly robot voice enough. Blip bloop. Warning. Errors detected in data management system. Estimated time required for update 5 years and 1 day. That was helpful. That is rather longer than we were hoping. Aren't there any other options? For instance, using this terminal to operate Tiamat's restraints instead? Bloop, the proposed method is indeed an option. Please be warned, however, that the procedure may have changed as a result of the system update, and my instructions may no longer be accurate. Well, I can't imagine it will have changed all that much. As long as we pay due attention to any discrepancies, I dare say we'll be able to muddle our way through. Famous last words? Don't bother trying to explain. Just tell me if we made any progress. I would say so, yes. It does, however, require that I remain here to operate the terminal. Shall I inform you via link pearl once I'm ready to release the shackles? It may be best if you left the spirit vessel with me. I may yet have use for it. Rest assured, I will be certain to return it to Grahatia once this is over. He's going to steal his blood. Just a little more work and Tiamat will be free. But before we go any further, there is something I would know. When Tiamat and her kin fought against the Allegan Empire, both sides were but dancing to the tunes of the Ascians. And it was the same in Ishgard, where they stoked the fires of conflict between man and dragon from the shadows. All that the Ascian touched turned to ash, and thus have you made it your mission to fight them. But there have been times when you've tried to reach out to them instead, to find common ground. Why does he look so angry? And so words. And so I must ask, what do you intend to do with Van Daniel? Will you try and reach out to him too? Estinian, don't you trust me? Enemy or no, I want to understand him. I will try, yes, and if that fails, I'll remember him. Certainly after I've wiped that smile off his face. Yeah. Goddamn Van Daniel. I don't want to remember him. His smug face. Huh. I'd rather put my lance through his heart and be done with it. But perhaps that's the difference between you and me. You see the good in people, even if it be but the faintest glimmer. I only hope that you do not come to rue your benevolence. You think us unwise for viewing the world thus. Far from it. That has ever been your way, as I learned when we journeyed together with Iceheart. Yet the fact remains that there are some who view compassion as a weakness to be exploited, and there may come a time when you extend the hand of friendship only to wish you had dealt the killing blow. So, save your mercy for those who deserve it. Well, we should be getting back to our task. If Elfino has things in hand here, I suggest we rejoin the others. Where are we going? Back to see Tiamat some more? Oh, I get to fly on a dragon. I'm totally flying in the wrong direction. Can I see Tiamat? Yes, yes I can. She moves a little bit. Justinian, what say you? If this Van Daniel truly is without reason or creed, he is no better than a rabid dog. Treat with him if you must, but be ready to do what is necessary. I mean, Estinian, what do you take me for? Do you know how many things I've fought? So the spirit vessel proved useful after all. Excellent. Alright, Alice. Estinian told me all as well, but nothing more. Honestly, it's like getting blood from a stone with him. I take it from Alphino's absence that he is needed elsewhere? Wait, where did Alphino go? Oh, he's gonna try. Yeah, he's trying to do the restraint thing. Well, that all sounds rather frustrating, but you got there in the end. While you were off talking to Nodes, Graf and I were learning as much as we could about Tiamat's condition. I mean, we weren't gone very long. How much could you really learn? Wait, why did we have a Porksy? Oh, that must be for, surely we should have brought the mother of all Porksies. Our readings confirm that her ethereal balance leans strongly towards the umbral, as was the case with the kobolds. Therefore, all other things being equal, the treatment should work. The difficulty lies in the sheer quantity of ether with which we must contend. Multiple applications of the treatment will inevitably be required if we are to reverse the effects of the tempering completely. Meaning, I'll need to gather all the ether I can get. Thank you in advance. We're just ignoring the flying... I was just talking about the flying pig. The Porksy. I said we needed to bring the mother of all Porksies instead. No, we've been using Porksies for this untempering process. Because I think... So she was talking about that we need a ton of ether. I think that the Porksies, because they're magical, can contain all the ether that we need or something. There's some reason why we need Porksies to untemper people. I don't remember all the details though. But in the last expansion, I believe we created the mother of all Porksies, but I think her purpose is to like birth more Porksies, to create more Porksies. We have lots of Porksies for our untempering, because there's lots of people to be untempered. But yeah, not ignoring the flying pig. It's there for a reason. Although this endeavor will ask much of us, we do have one reason to be optimistic. Just one? Namely that Tiamat shows no signs of fanatical devotion, suggesting a milder case of tempering than that suffered by the kobolds. Or she's just stronger, and so it's a stronger tempering, but it doesn't take hold as much. Tiamat saw Bahamut as an equal rather than a god. Might that have made a difference? Now that you mention it, it very well might. She would not have believed it necessary to defer to his will. But enough talk. It is time to put these theories to proof. Tell Alphino to disengage the restraints, ethereal dampers. Shouldn't we try to untemper her before we unrestrain her? Maybe? I'm counting on you, Angelo. Again, what could possibly go wrong? Ah, such warmth! The frost that shroudeth my soul doth begin to thaw. But what are these? Visions of days long forgotten? Of war with men of Aleg? Wherefore do such baleful memories return to me now? Why is that pig not bacon? You can't eat a Porksy. It's not a real pig. It's made of magic. I forget what it tastes like, but I believe there was one that got eaten by a... what are they called? The things that we fly on. I can't remember their names, but... Porksies can be crowded into food in 11. Nice. But yeah, one got eaten, and I don't recall it tasting particularly good. Could it be that the process of restoring her soul to its pretempered state is awakening ancient memories? Or might the opposite be true? If so, by helping her to recall the past, we may be able to speed her recovery. Ari, she trusts you. Speak to her. Ask her to tell you of times past. We gonna get a history lesson from Tiamat? Tell me of Bahamut and the Ascians. Tell me of your war with the men of Alag. Bahamut and the Ascians. Ah, Bahamut, my beloved. Would that the peace we found in Mericidia could have lasted for eternity. But alas, it was not to be. The Ascians saw to that. In all creation I know none more wicked. It was at their behest that the men of Alag first came unto Mericidia, unto our home. The tale began when Bahamut and I left our father's side. We took wing in search of a place to make our eyrie. Hold on a sec. Sorry, squeaky headphones. Beyond the southern ocean we discovered a lush and fertile land. It would come to be known as Mericidia by the children of men, though many years were to pass before they crossed the sea. Upon our arrival we were welcomed by the peaceful people of the forest, kin to the trees. Surrounded by nature's bounty, Bahamut and I found a place to raise our young. Baby dragons. Fascinating. This correlates with the writings of the Charlian scholar Rurusha. She posits that man first settled on the southern continent towards the end of the second astral era. Correctly, it would appear. If only she were with us to hear the tale from Tiamat herself. Again, Angelo. When first the children of man arrived on our shore, no foot did they set in those places over which we held dominion. Such was their fear of dragonkind, and as they kept their distance, so did we let them be. Yet as the days went by, ship after ship appeared upon the horizon, bearing ever more of their brethren, who divided the vast land amongst themselves. For a time they knew peace and prosperity, but as their numbers grew, the smaller their share came to see, and soon they began to covet the territory of their fellows. Ere long man fought man, blood was answered with blood, and none could see an end to the strife, until one day they came to us. Recognizing our wisdom, they entreated us to intercede in their conflicts. Bahamut agreed, and with him presiding over the affairs of man, the land knew peace once more. Alas, these golden days of harmony too were fated to end. For the men of Alag slew my beloved, and I, in my rage and sorrow, heeded the envenomed words of the Ascian. The rest thou knowest only too well. You okay, Alice? But your tale doesn't have to end there. When you are free, we'll rid the world of the Ascians together, and you and your beloved will have justice. Alice, you good? Fine sentiments, but you're almost spent. I'll keep watch from above. If the treatment fails, run. Ugh, thanks for the vote of confidence. I swear, when this is over. Keep going, Alice. The magic is working. Slowly but surely the magic is working, aided no doubt by the memories you bade her share. Well, I knew this wasn't going to be easy. No patient would have prepared me for treating a great worm. But we're close, I can feel it. And while I've only got a few more drops of ether left to give, with yours and Graha's, this will work. Then I believe I speak for both of us when I say you may take as much as you require. Hey, don't speak for me, Graha. Can you talk to Angelo directly? I don't think so. Careful, I might hold you to that. Alright, here I go.
No. I'm almost there.
Take our ether. Wait, who is this? Oh. I mean, wasn't this what we were planning on doing all along?
This is it, Angelo.
Poof. Oink like you've never oinked before. Yes, I feel it. The icon's grip groweth weak.
Did it work?
Yes, maybe.
We won't know for certain until the shackles are removed.
Who's he talking to? It's actually a pretty cool shot. Answer me this, children of man. Can my kindred be saved in like manner? Yep, we just need some more porksies.
Many have been subjected to the Allagan's dark arts. Their flesh irrevocably altered.
Oh.
For such tortured souls, I fear there can be no salvation.
My children.
Slosk an ol for kael an. Slosk seth som in an.
Should you hearken unto my call, we shall fly together once more. But should you not, I shall grant you peace.
One an. Lis an. Do ud an.
Took her a long time to say that. Better to die than live as a tool of evil. You too would wish this, I know, and I shall do as I must.
When that time comes, you won't be alone. We'll stand by you.
She's in an enemy.
Alphino's ready. It's time.
One might say, Tiamat, that we're never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. Get out of here.
And let's hope the treatment worked as it should.
Oh, is he talking to Alphino? Is that what's going on? I guess that makes sense. So, we've freed Tiamat. Well, that's not something I expected we were gonna do ever. Please don't kill us. Bahamut, my beloved. Psych! Now we enter the Nation Tiamat dungeon. Must be nice to stretch after 1,000 years chilling there. Yeah, probably. For vengeance and atonement, I rise! Dang.
By the gods!
Tiamat needs like 30 years just to stretch out, I understand.
Urianger, your timing could not be better.
Guess what we did? Uh-oh.
Understood, we're on our way. It's Bahamut. He's been sighted over Pagalthan.
Look around, see how things have changed after 3 or 4 calamities. Uh-huh.
He flies for the largest amount of settlement in the region, at the head of a vast host, including dragons.
Urianger, do not release Tiamat under any circumstances. Yeah, we'll be right on our way, because we certainly never did that.
Did you hear all that, Alphino? You'd best rejoin your comrades. I'll make my own way.
Sorry, I had to get some screenshots of that. That looks cool.
Our enemy awaits. Shall we?
Well, we did it. Now there's a big hole where Tiamat used to be. Alright, can I click on LSA? Nope, not that person. There we go. I'll be fine. Plenty of time to recover on the airship. There goes my landmark. I know, right? While I'm sure you're desperate to join Estinian and Tiamat in battle, 'twould be wiser to gather the full strength of the Scions first. The foe we face demands no less. Guess we'll have to redraw them. I mean, what is this marked on? It's just antithesis, so it's fine that there's no Tiamat here anymore. The Flames of War! With Lunar Bahamut bound for Pagalthan, Grauhatia is determined to call upon the aid of your fellow Scions. Oh good, we're using our link shells instead of actually going to see them. I've already sent word to the others. We are to rendezvous in Ul'dah at the Hall of Flames. Let us collect Alphino and be on our way. Oh, so many people to talk to. Let's work my way around in a circle. If you're worried about me, don't be. I got some rest during the flight, and now I feel ready for anything. First the spate of abductions, and now an attack on the Amalja homeland. What do the Telophoroi aim to achieve with all this? As I'm sure you recall, Arenvald and Fordola were bound for Pagalthan. What the hell is that place? I pray they have not come to any harm. By happy coincidence, Kryle and I were in the process of concluding our inquiries when news reached us of Lunar Bahamut's return. There is much to discuss, but it will have to wait. Of the foe we face we know but little, though time be of the essence, we must not stint in our preparations, lest our haste to fly to the aid of the Amalja cost us our best chance of victory. Now I know some of you could do with a rest, but I'm sorry to say the Telophoroi have other plans. Pagalthan is already under siege. Happily, the Immortal Flames arrived just in time to join the defensive effort, with Marshal Terrapin at their head. Well now, given the failure of peace negotiations, I was uncertain how the Sultanate would respond. 'Tis good to hear that Ul'dah has not abandoned the Amalja. Abandon them? Did we not profess to be their friends? Wait, why does he have a crown? Oh wait, that's just like the paladin armor. Never mind. Your Grace! Marshal Terrapin had made provisions for such an exigency and was ready to depart at a moment's notice. All that was required was the agreement of the syndicate, each of whom voted in favor of intervention. Nor is Ul'dah alone in its resolve. The other alliance nations have likewise dispatched their troops to Pagelthen. Yet even with our combined strength we shall be sorely tested, for we face not only the might of an imperial legion, but Lunar Bahamut and his draconic horde besides. Tiamat's children. Fight as we may, victory is by no means assured, but not all of the omens are grim. Our forces report that despite their proximity to Lunar Bahamut, none of the Amalja show any signs of tempering. Strange. What primal would turn down a chance to claim new thralls? Unless it's incapable of doing so. Primals are not wont to serve a master, Ascian or otherwise. It may well be that Lunar Bahamut differs in some fundamental manner from those we have previously encountered. If that were true, anyone could fight him, and Ari and the others like her wouldn't have to shoulder the burden alone. I don't know if we should risk that, though. Be that as it may, Lunar Bahamut remains an incalculably powerful foe whom our soldiers will struggle to best through mere force of arms. With the aid of the Scions, however, I believe they will fare rather better, assuming, that is, you are ready to take the field. I mean, of course. An airship awaits to bear you to the front. Pray, set forth as soon as you are able. I, meanwhile, shall continue to coordinate our forces. Till next we meet, may the 12 bless and keep you. That was kind of her to speak with us personally. You may be certain she has no shortage of other responsibilities. Well, I for one am inclined to do as her grace requests. Lest we forget, Arenvald and Ferdola are in Pagelthen on reconnaissance. The sooner we save the day, the better their chances. I was just wondering if Estinian was here, but no, he flew off with Tiamat, didn't he? Indeed, to the airship then. Does Y'shtola notice that I'm wearing her old boots? Alright. What? I have to go to the airship landing? Blah. To the airship landing. Look at all these people here. Lest thou wonder, I have attended to Thanker's ammunition and completed my own preparations. I trust thou canst say the same of thine? Sure. Try as I might, I cannot fathom why the Telophoroi would move to attack the Amalja. If Van Daniel's objective is death and destruction, one of the city-states would surely have been a better target. No, they have some other agenda, one encompassing the recent abductions, perhaps. Do you think Estinian and Tiamat have already reached Pagelthen? Ah, but I should know better than to speculate on the whereabouts of the Azure Dragoon. Forgive me. It is not impossible that the Telophoroi redirected some of the troops stationed at the tower to the front line. If so, this may all turn out to have been to Arenvald and Ferdola's benefit. Given what we know, or perhaps even all, of the Imperial soldiers may have been tempered. If we can subdue them, we should be able to do something about that. But they would still see us as the enemies even then. That said, they wouldn't be deaf to reason, which is better than nothing. So the Telophoroi have constructed buildings capable of tempering, and primals which are not. What secrets are they hiding? Greetings, we've been expecting you. But say the word and we shall depart for Pagalthin at once. Pagalthin is now accessible. Wait, is this a dungeon? Ugh. Oh yeah, I can do it with my oh, who do I want to take? Form a party. Who do I want to take with me? I'm gonna heal, I guess. So it means I have to bring Thancred. Well, I guess I don't have to bring Thancred. I could bring Graha. But I'll bring Thancred. I mean, I guess this is a fine party. Sure, why not? Pagalthin. Who are we fighting here? The Imperials or the Malja? Or Tiamat? Asian vermin, you shall torment my children no longer, is what she said. Alright, what we got here? I can take my sweet ass time, because I'm not with random people, so. Alright, Thancred. Hope you're all over this shit, because, I cannot help but spam holy. Alright, while I do this, I should think about pulls, because if I do this again, it's going to be his tank. Ugh, you guys kill so slowly. Look, I'm doing most of the damage here. So you've killed one thing, and I've gotten this stuff surprisingly low with just my holying. Wall to wall is probably fine, your first and only time. The tank pulled small and had no problem.
Prepare yourself!
Ooh. Thanks, Thancred. Televoira and Tempered Imperials. Alright. Uh-oh. A lesser Teledragon. Thancred, can you tank that? Can you help me out? Thank you. Boom. Oh, it totally looked like it was fighting me, but Thancred's just standing in front of me. Helpful. Help is here. This way, allies, comrades, friends. Hey, it's a kobold. Kobolds are pretty far from home. I mean, where in the world are we here? Wait, where were we before we went in here? Oh, we were just in Ulda, but then we took an airship somewhere, so really we could be anywhere. But I guess we're in Fanland somewhere, right? From this, you're in the Amalja homelands, okay. And the kobold are in Lim's areas, which are called something that is that I'm forgetting at the moment. Alright, now we go in here. What do we got? Stuff fighting up ahead there. Oh, and there's more things. Perfect. Okay, that did get sent. Excellent. These are big packs of mobs. Kind of scary to think doing double pulls, but like it's probably fine. But that's gonna be a lot of mobs. They don't seem to hit very hard though, so. For the Empire. You don't sound very convinced. He's just like, for the Empire, ... Thank you, Overdwellers. Let me show you the way. Oh, okay, you want us to go this way. Fair enough. Hey, we got a boss. Alright, let's see how well I can figure out mechanics as we go along. Amhuluk. Alright. Alright, Thancred, do your shit. Thancred? Thancred? There you go. Thank you. Alright. Oh good, he's turning it around. Critical Rip. That seems like it'll be a tank buster. Yep. Okay. Okay, we want to spread this out. Alright. Wait, oh. People... Oh no, they took them to a tower? Oh,
I will not hold back.
Was I supposed to drop that on something? Okay, Oh, ow. Ow, my face. Okay. Oh, Thundercall. Okay. Hopefully I will not die. Alright, we got Thunderous Orbs. Okay. So just don't be out that way. Okay, some of these are bigger than others. Okay, do we just like take them? Oh, do we just have to touch it to the outside of the arena and it drops? Is that how that works? Alright, I got a Volnub. I think because I touched the orb. I think that was not what I was supposed to do. I just need to take it to the side. Critical Rip. That's on Thancred. Hopefully that's not a cleave. Okay, he's fine. Hold on a second, I have a phone call.
Let's give them a show!
Theon's tank. Oh god, ow. Then we should probably be able to get this exit without having to kill anything else. Nope. No, I think we're fine. Alright, let's go here.
I'm not going to touch any more fire.
You're fine, you're fine.
I mean, it worked out. It's just you could have killed everything instead.
Item penalty, let Magicite this. Oh yeah, fuck this shit. Do you want a Serenity and Magicite or just Magicite?
No.
Serenity for intuition.
No.
That's just
Okay.
I think
Yeah, we got Serenity for every floor, yeah. Just, I'll do it. And then Fortuning. And then, do we want a Safety? Safety? No, I think we should Safety.
Intuition was already
No, it wasn't. Clay, are you okay with Safety? Yes, let's use. No, I don't know why I'm asking. Okay, and I'm using Magicite. Oh, we should have looked for stuff first, but I just want to.
Yeah.
I just want to get out of here.
Why? We got. This is the best we've been doing on time for the last like.
I know.
3 or 4 sets.
If you get a mimic, use a witching. Yes. Oh, we got a petrification back. Nice. So.
Exactly what I thought.
Maybe you just use a petrify if you get a mimic. Steal. Well, try to stay a little bit for a little bit.
Can I open the rocket chest?
Yeah.
Yes.
They're safe. Did we clear everything? We didn't really get much from using Fortune.
Oh, you mean for the coffers?
Yeah.
You're welcome. That's what these runs are really.
And I'm gonna site the next floor.
Well, that's not 400.
Check for patrols before we do anything. Oh, okay. Well, I'm using sight. And let's use Fortune, and then see if you can hit some coffers. I know.
Okay, there we go.
See if you can hit some coffers.
So I'm gonna pop conceal.
Okay.
Actually, may as well hit the Corgans first. I'll let Sam finish.
Alright, I'm back. Oh, apparently I didn't mute the game. Anyways. Sorry about that. That was actually my contact tracing call, because my stepdad tested positive for COVID last week, and they finally got around to calling me to tell me that I was a close contact, but I've already been tested, I got my results back, and they were negative, so I'm apparently good. But my mom and my sister, who live with my stepdad, tested positive. Unfortunately, but I think my mom's feeling okay. My sister has been not feeling well. My stepdad wasn't feeling well, and then he was feeling better, and then yesterday he started not feeling well again. So hopefully he'll be okay. He seems to be doing all right at the moment. Anyways, that was unfortunate timing, but I suppose they were probably going to call in the middle of my stream anyways if I'm going to be streaming in the afternoon. They didn't ask me like if I'd been in contact with anyone though, so that was interesting. But I haven't really, so not for any length of time and not without like social distancing and wearing a mask, which they seem to not care so much about anyways. Alright, now I shall continue with this dungeon. Also handy that this came in while I was doing one with a dungeon with my trusts, which kind of lets me just stop and take a break.
What took you so long?
Oh, sorry, I was on the phone, Estinian. Oh, where am I going? Such strength.
Prepare yourself!
Man, this stuff takes so long to die when they're just single targeting. Hey! Pulling the mobs away from my holy. How dare you, Thancred? Okay, target's about to die. Wait, do they attack whatever I'm targeting? I think they do, because now they're killing the one I switched to, right? Maybe not. I don't know which one they're targeting at the moment.
Gloves are off.
No, it seems like they're targeting a different one. I don't know. Did they decide to like AoE or something? No, they're definitely targeting a different one. Alright, that was just coincidence. I was like, no way would I have never noticed that before. Cause I was just holy, but like usually I'm targeted on something. Did I stand in that? How are there still 3 mobs? I only see 2. Where's the third one? Oh, it's tiny? Okay. Oh, it's this little dude next to Magitech. Got it. Good old tempered Imperials.
Prepare yourself!
Hey, there's a treasure coffer there. So much fighting going on. I seem to be running low on mana. Recycling the Ifrit conference was a nice touch. Yeah, that's true. That is what they're from. Oh, I got out of that one in time. Gloves are off. You reckon shit, Shala?
Oh, no, you don't.
Fall back. Seems Justinian's good for something after all? That's what Alistair just said. Oh, damn. Okay, well, these things got wrecked. I was like, oh man, we're gonna be here for a while fighting these 2 things. It's not letting me holy, but it's fine. I guess they don't want us to go that way. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's Tiamat. My poor child, I shall free thee from thy pain. Is she killing her children? So that they don't stop. She's like eating him. But it doesn't seem to be doing very much damage. Tiamat, why are you so weak sauce? Oh, there she goes. Oh, that didn't actually damage me. Okay. Oh yeah, they've added these arrow things on the, why am I holding one mob? Thanks, Tiamat. Now where are we going? Is this, oh, this is the boss. A boss of trash, okay. You ready? Thank you, Thancred. Oh, there's a Magitech core that we have to fight. Okay, there's things on the side. I imagine we want to be in the middle, because they're probably going to blast. Oh, more stuff. It is trash. Trash the boss. I hate trash bosses. Well, hate's a strong word, but I'm not think we'd like to go over here. My NPC friends are not coming. Oh. Are they waiting for that to get baited or something? I'm gonna have to move all the way to the other side. No, back to the middle. Are we baiting something though? Oh. Okay, we want to be here and get knocked. Not into the shed. Yeah, now what are we fighting? Once the way is clear, strike at the enemy's heart. Oh, now we go up here. Alright. You guys gonna come with me? Wow, they didn't have to stand on it? That's cheating. Honestly, it's a good thing that I noticed that there was a Magitech core and I was expecting something. Wall boss, basically. Yeah. Oh, wee. And now we fight more shit. Okay. Do we have to bait something first, though? They're not moving. Now they're moving. Oh. I see. There's stuff on the other side. Okay, and then I want to move in behind these things. There's other ones coming across the arena. Ugh. Tancred, why are you gonna take it over here? Couldn't you just follow me? I would like to be knocked forward here, please. Thank you. Ow, my face. Why? Why are there so many on me? Tancred! Please? Thank you. Yep. You want to bait that. Tancred said get good. I'm good. I didn't die. Tancred just sucks at tanking. And up we go. Now we get to finish this thing off, right? Defensive reaction. Is that what blows us out of here? No. Oh, I should, oh, it did. Oh, it's dead now. Interesting. Okay, whatever. So much for the new Tlofroy's fancy toy. Our true adversary yet awaits. Alright. Well, onward. Is so bright. Oh, it's just the sun. Oh, hello. Tons of mobs. Alright. Yeah, that got stunned. I feel like my NPCs got stunned too. Nobody was doing anything there for a bit. Oh wow, they're like miles away. Okay. Am we really not gonna kill this guy? Seriously? Alright. Tiamat, I will call unto my children. Can you not? The icon waiteth into the heavens, my childs will bear the— oh! Okay, we get to go flying on a dragon. Whee! This is cool, actually. This is pretty cool. I don't know how Tiamat convinced her children to fly us though, because where'd everybody else go? Oh, we're just getting dropped here. Oh, you couldn't take us the whole way to the tower? Come on. Oh, it's Tiamat's gonna help again. If you want, you can return after the dungeon is done for screenshot purposes. That's cool. Boom! Man, couldn't you have shot that in the middle, Tiamat? I feel like you only hit like two of these guys. I'm sad how weak sauce Tiamat seems to be, although I suppose she did just get out of her imprisonment. Maybe it'll take a little bit for her to get back to full might. What the hell is that thing? The hell is that? Oh, my face. Thancred, please. Thank you. No, he's okay. Now he's got some. Thancred, you're a terrible tank. Thancred, could you like pull the mobs into Tiamat's AoEs? Great. Instead of away from them? Where the hell are you going? She's tiny? Who, Tiamat? She's about the size of the other worms though, right? Bahamut's claw is bigger than her? Are you sure? Or can't they like change their size to be more convenient? Because like Midgardsormr like turned himself into like a much smaller mount so you could smaller dragon so you could fly around like a mount. Oh, cutscene. What is that? Oh, that's Lunar Bahamut. See, he's not that big either. No, Estinian. Were you on her back this whole time? Oh, this is the Steps of Fate music? That seems fitting. Okay, well, that's over. Which way are we going now? Oh, I want this treasure coffer. What's in it? Probably something trash. Piety 7, yes. Trash indeed. Tiamat and Estinian better help with this fight. This is not Bahamut, just a poor imitation. Yeah, I agree. Thancred. Put your butt in there. You prepare yourself. Twisted Scream. Wait, this is only the... Oh no, this is the third boss. I was like, I only remember 2 bosses, but one was trash, the boss. Okay, I want to move away from those things. Okay, and then they do AoEs around them. Gotcha. Gotcha. Morn, is this gonna be multiple hits? Is this gonna be something that actually takes healing? Oh. Oh, kind of. That is definitely Akmor. Alright, looks like we just want to spread these things out. Yep. Oh, okay. Twisted Scream just seems to be AoE damage. And then... Oh, okay, they're going over here. This thing... Oh! Okay, I kind of missed the pattern there. Because I thought the one that we ran to was going to blow first. Okay, take that out there. Oh, okay, ow. Lunar Flare. Oh, oh, the middle is gonna become safe, okay. Oh, they're standing in just the corners. Is that for a reason? No, that's just because they like to stand at the very edge of stuff. Gotcha. Giga Flare. I'm gonna just do this. Hey, on my face. Akmorn, okay. Okay, that doesn't do that much damage. Luckily. Oh, we also were still in Asylum, okay. Twisted Scream. Should be AoE, but does that also put out these things? Yes. I'm not good at seeing. Okay, I'm running with these guys. Alright. I think I see what you're supposed to do there, but I'm not sure that I could. Oh, okay, this time it's out. Gotcha. Watching the NPCs makes this super helpful. Okay, we want to probably not take these near each other. And then, oh, it's Kanrai. Kind of like Akrai. And Flatten, that's going to be a Tank Buster. Ow. It's a Spicy Buster. Giga Flare. Let's throw down this. Hope they're in it. More or less. Ayo, we did it. Ooh. Duty complete. Oh, I got a chest strap of healing. Does that look cool at all? Oh, oh, oh! I like that. Oh, I like that a lot. Too bad you can't dye it, but like, damn. I'm gonna make a glamour out of that. That's so hot. I need a dyeable version though. Children of man, the shade of my beloved is no more, and I shall be forever in your debt.
Antal an in Aisdo. Antal afa snalask en. Ash an dran mira
By your deeds are we set free, and free we shall remain as long as I draw breath. Never again shall the dragons of Mericidia hearken to the lies of the Asians. This I vow. What's Tiamat gonna do now that she's free?
Noble warriors, the dragons chose their friends well.
Is this gonna be an Amalja? Yes, it is.
Long have our peoples waged war, but no more. Your fallen lie beside our own. By our words and deeds shall we honor their sacrifice.
You would make peace with Ulda then? We would be proud to call you allies. Let us put the past behind us. Then let us put the past behind us.
The enemy of our enemy is our friend. And you have proven yourselves worthy of our trust. It is the Garleans who are deserving of our fury. I shall see that my brethren learn the truth of this day, and rally as many as possible to the cause, till we meet again.
And thus did we make allies of the Amalja.
It would certainly seem that way. The Sultana will be pleased. Let's go and give her the good news, shall we?
We didn't quite make it to the tower, though. I'd like to smash that thing. Sometime earlier, inside the Pelgathan Tower. Oh yeah, what's Arnvald and Fordola up to? That looks not great. Arnvald. What is that? Is that an Amalja? Ooh. Sounds
What
slimy.
in Relga's name happened here?
The gods only know. But you can bet these poor sods aren't here by choice.
Quickly! We've got to get them free!
How do you propose to do that?
Get back!
No! What have I done?
It's too late for them. We're leaving, now!
Oh, dang. What did you do, Arnvald? Oh, that's Ifrit, or some variation on him.
No! Don't you dare! We came together and we're leaving together.
Did they just leave together? Seriously? Okay. Justinian, what are you doing over here? I should have known you'd be the one to end it. Mayhaps now Tiamat will find some measure of solace. To see the Amalja fighting alongside us brought to mind the Zune of Crystarium. I pray our peoples can forge bonds as strong as those of our counterparts in the First. From what I could tell, there didn't seem to be many Imperials in the vicinity of the tower. Hopefully Arnvald will have used the opportunity to get in and out undetected. Well, he got in. I don't know about the out part, and certainly not the undetected part. Tiamat did all she promised and more this day, but I doubt she will be satisfied. Nay, she will fight on in defense of her children, wheresoever they may be. It will take more than a single victory to wash away all the bad blood between the men in Amalja, but one has to start somewhere. Though the day is won, thanks in no small part to thy valor, the Telophori are far from defeated. Yet be that as it may, 'tis only right that we rejoice in the lunar Bahamut's banishment unto the ether. Well, it be too much to hope that we've seen the last of Fandaniel. We have dealt his schemes a telling blow this day, and that alone is cause to celebrate. And celebrate I will, when we have received word of Arnvald's safe return. Direct hit, crit. Everybody loves crit. Let's take some crit. You may now enter Pagalthan with party of NPC avatars to make use of this feature. Open trust, blah 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 blah. When the dust settles, Alphino is minded to share his account of the events that unfolded in Pagaltha with the Sultana. Oh, we're gonna go see the Sultana? I suppose that makes sense. Standing around here worrying is not going to help matters. Come, we must discuss the day's events with Pippin and her grace. Brave scions! Oh, helpful. Would that I could treat you to heroes welcome, but I bear urgent news from the Fronistery. Your grace, whatever is the matter? As our troops withdrew from Pelgathan, they came upon 2 scouts sent to the nearby tower. I have yet to hear a full account, but it seems one of them, your friend, I believe, had been wounded and was being dragged away by the other. Oh no! I must go. Forgive me, your grace. What do you think you're gonna do, Alphino? Can you tell us aught of Arnvald's condition, your grace? The wounded scout? Not save that it is grave. The chirurgeons tend to him even as we speak. The infirmary must be inundated with the wounded. If all of us go, we'll only get underfoot. Ari, Estinian, would you mind going after Alphino? He may need some support from someone other than me. Very well. Thank you. The rest of us will see that the relevant people know what took place in Pelgathan. I feel like me and Estinian going is an odd choice, but, I mean, yes, I want to know, but why Estinian? Come on, then. So I guess what I mean is Estinian's an odd choice. Because is Estinian actually a scion? Did he become a scion? He just kind of does his own thing. I don't think he really, is there a... I see Aetherite around here. Is there one, or is this one of the ones where you just sort of, like, appear here? He's a wild card. I think the entrance is here, right? Because, like, Arenvald's a scion. Why would not one of the scions go with me? Why Estinian? Just seems weird. Am I confused as to where I'm going? It seems so. Okay. Can we go to the other one? Alright, it's by... Oh yeah, it's by the Alchemist Guild. I should know these things. I'm just lost, don't mind me. To the Alchemist Guild. Like, I think they've asked him to become a scion, but he just wants to do his own thing. Oh, Ferdola's here. Please, tell me something, anything. Instead of standing there gawping, why don't you tell your friend to stop whining like an underfed dog? People are fighting for their lives in there. Wow, Ferdola, please. Another one come to see the lad in silver armor. Master Dameliot is attending him as we speak. If you would be so kind as to wait. What did Master Dameliot say? Tell me his exact words. Enough, Alphino. This isn't helping. Let the Chirurgeons do their work. But you're right. Forgive me. When we said our farewells to Arenvald, I was afraid that something like this might happen. But now that it has, all I can do is wait.
Fordola, have you been waiting here all this time?
I mean, how long has it been?
We have done what we can. The rest is up to him.
Can we see
May
him?
we see him?
That's what I was thinking. No?
I do not think that wise. You must let him sleep.
Thank you for bringing him back. He owes you his life. I just wish I had been there. Perhaps, I don't know, perhaps I could have...
Could have what? Got tempered? Don't flatter yourself. You can't save everyone. No one can. Not even the warrior of bloody light.
Hey! Maybe I can.
People die all the time, for no good reason. And those who take up the sword die quicker than most. If you're going to shed a tear every time a soldier falls on the battlefield, you'd best stay away. It's no place for the weak of heart.
It may be that victory cannot be won without cost. But all life is precious, and I refuse to shrug at its loss.
All life is precious! Oh, you need to grow up, little man. Before your sparkling ideals get everyone killed.
Oh, been there, done that.
You're right. He is idealistic. But the world has more than its fair share of realists, like you and me. It's people like him who dare to dream that things could be better, and make it happen against all the odds. They are the ones whose names live on forever. The heroes.
Stinian, your name lives on forever. You're also a hero.
The battlefield's littered with would-be heroes. At this rate, you'll lot'll be next. And what'll become of your precious dreams then? They'll be gone. Like dust on the wind.
Dreams worth fighting for don't die so easily.
I'm enjoying how much Estinian we're getting in this patch. I feel like we haven't had enough Estinian in our lives since we traveled with him. We just get glimpses of him here and there doing his thing. I know, I know. There's nothing more I can do here. Come, let us rejoin the others. Ahem, Her Grace invites the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to join her in the fragrant chamber. Your comrade has already arrived. Will the three of you be joining them? We will. Hello, Arthas. No stepping on the keyboard. I think he's finally learning. He like waits for me to move it before he puts his paw down. He was like holding it above the keyboard. Arthas, your butt's in the way. Your butt is in the way. This butt. It seems there's much less chairs than last time. Oh, because it's just the Scions. Last time we were like all shoved in on one side of the table.
Your Grace, pray forgive us our lateness.
I think she will. No?
Think not of that.
Oh.
I understand a close comrade of yours was wounded in the line of duty. Arenvold.
Arthas, no.
It was at the Alliance's behest that he risked all, and we are grieved to hear of his condition. Rest assured, he will receive the finest care our chirurgeons can provide. On that you have my word. Now, we would share with you the findings of the mission.
Wait, what mission are their findings
Pippin,
for that I don't
pray
know?
relate to our guests the details of Fordola's account.
Oh, right. We don't know what they did.
First
Oh, we do
Bahamut,
know.
now Ifrit. Or Lunar Ifrit, as Fan Daniel would doubtless have it.
'Tis now all but certain that the towers were conceived to facilitate the summoning of primals by those imprisoned within. Less certain is the means by which the Telophoroi constrain the wills of said entities to enact their designs in defiance of the pleas of their victims.
Mayhap they do not. If mere proximity to the towers is enough to make loyal servants of the Empire's mortal enemies, it stands to reason that the same is true for those held captive. They invoke their gods for the good of Garlemald, and in their disturbed state of mind, summon a primal whose form reflects their own alteration.
It all begins to make sense. Upon closer inspection, I realized that the towers bear a striking resemblance to a much larger structure which Urianger and I observed from afar during our visit to the Imperial capital. Assuming it too is capable of tempering those in its immediate vicinity, it would go some way to explain the swiftness with which the Telophoroi managed to rally so many Imperials to their cause.
While the situation in Garlemald is indeed troubling, I fear we have more immediate concerns. Ifrit was not the only primal summoned. At approximately the same time, observers at several other towers bore witness to the emergence of further such entities.
Ari's just like...
For a blessing, none appear to wield aught approaching the destructive power of Bahamut, and the Grand Companies are moving to deal with the threat even as we speak.
Oh, Bahamut was kind of weak sauce, so I guess the rest will be too. You need only tell me where they are, Your Grace. The Grand Companies, Your Grace. Is that wise? You need only tell me where they are. I got this shit.
Though we are aware that the task will not be easy, we would call upon the Scions only as a last resort. Pray, conserve your strength for now.
Why must people die? Just let me go handle it.
After all, it was not so very long ago that you rid us of Bahamut.
Oh, that was nothing.
On which note, I am pleased to report that our talks with the Amalja have reached an agreeable conclusion. They have pledged their full support to our cause. It is our hope that this historic agreement will encourage other tribes to join us at the negotiating table. And I know that I speak for all of the Allied leaders when I say that we will welcome them with open arms at such time as they do. Of course, This was only made possible by the feats of heroism performed at Pagltharn. Moreover, we shall not allow the sacrifices of those fallen in battle to have been made in vain. As hope leads to victory, shall victory lead to a new dawn for Eorzea.
May these words ever be our guide, Your Grace.
Now, if you will forgive me, I must consult with the Syndicate on the matter of our new allies' integration.
Oh shoot, I cut her off. I think she was just like, tell night next time safe travels. Okay, it's the end, so I'll be able to check what she said. Just got a little overexcited about pressing the enter button. Till next we meet, my friends, I bid you safe travels and blessed respite. Amidst the great push for peace with the beast tribes, we would do well to remember that old prejudices yet remain. It is a delicate political dance, and I do not envy the Sultana in her task, nor any alliance leader. Ugh, my nose is itchy. Estinian, if there's no reason to linger, I will take my leave. Of course you will. Alphinaud knows only too well the sacrifices that sacrifices are an unavoidable part of conflict. But knowing something does not change how one feels about it. Yourself has shared adventures with Arnvold, have you not? Then I shall say no more. With the secrets of the towers thus laid bare, our duty to prevent further abductions taketh on new import. Fail in this, and our enemy shall punish our negligence with a plague of primals. Even without the threat of tempering to contend with, the Grand Companies have quite the task on their hands. Whoops. Regardless of her Grace's protestations to the contrary, it may be best to dispatch a few of our own to assist in the endeavor. Remind me to mention it to Tataru, would you? Though we have won our first battle against the Talafaroi, and made significant discoveries to boot, the war has scarcely begun. We must steel ourselves for what lies ahead. Right then, unless anyone has any objections, I think it's about time we return to the Rising Stones. Wait, does that mean we're done? And that includes you, Alphinaud. Arenvald is in good hands here. Of course, he would doubtless mock me for pacing about the infirmary. Let us retire then, that we might regain our strength and readiness for the coming challenges. If all are in agreement, then, I shall let Kryl know to expect us. A hot bath and a hearty meal shouldn't be beyond arranging with the time available. It will be good to be home. I have some thinking to do. Uh-oh. Yes, I'll try asking him, and thank you. I shall look forward to it. Our comrades eagerly await our return, and Kryl in particular has a few matters she's keen to discuss. One of which concerns you, Estinian, believe it or not. You will join us, won't you? Oh, he was gonna leave. Why is his staff still red? Go wash that shit, Estinian. Fine. Really? I thought you said you were avoiding that Baldusian woman. This is awkward. If I would refuse, she would only pursue me. Let's get this over with, shall we? Who is the Baldusian woman? Is that Tataru? Artha, stop making my green screen smack against my old computer tower. Stop that. Stop that, Poober. Oh, you're so cute. To the Rising Stones. Where am I going? More donuts. Oh, yes, Cerberus. He barely fit through the door. Oh. I don't get a chance to talk to people. Oh, Kryl is who he's
Welcome
talking
back.
to about, isn't he?
I expect you must all be exhausted. Ere you take your rest, however, I would beg a moment of your time. Thanks to Arenvold's selfless efforts, we may now be confident that we understand the function of the towers. But many questions remain regarding the reason for the summonings, and what lurks behind the looming edifice in Garlemald.
Arthur, stop that. Stop that, you silly cat.
Until such questions are answered, we will struggle to devise an effective strategy for thwarting the Telophoroi's stated aim. Nothing less than the destruction of this star. And so, given the gravity of the situation, I move that we petition the aid of Sharlayan.
It is possible the ancient knowledge preserved within their archives may hide a clue to our enemy's methods. But given Sharlayan's established policy of non-intervention, our former colleagues are not like to aid us in its discovery.
That's how we're gonna get the sage job from Sharlayan? I suppose that makes sense.
Oh, I well remember what they're like. The Forum's barefaced refusal to assist you in the days prior to the calamity must rank as Sharlayan's most shameful act since the Exodus. But were the final days to be reenacted, it would spell doom for us all. Surely even they cannot turn a blind eye to that.
Sorry if you guys can hear Arthas crying in the background.
I
Arthas,
trust
you big
we are all
baby.
of the same mind on this matter. Urgent as it seemed, I took the liberty of petitioning the Alliance for leave to act as Eorzea's emissary, and have since received their blessing.
I presume your role as a student of Baldessian will carry some weight with the Forum?
One can but hope. If truth be told, our organization has been a shadow of its former self ever since the disappearance of the Isle of Val. But the name does still retain some degree of prestige. I only pray it will be enough.
Does Kryl actually have ears, or is that just her hood?
If there are no objections, I shall depart for Sharlayan at once. But before I do, I should also mention the other matter to which I would devote some time during my stay. After hearing what transpired in the first, I began to question the true nature of Hydaelyn's blessing. A topic I have discussed at some length with Y'shtola.
I mean, are those pointy ears hers or just the hood? Sorry, I wasn't more clear on that.
We were wondering, when was the last time Hydaelyn spoke to you directly?
It's been a while. You could actually see her ears. Oh, really? I wasn't paying attention. Near the end of the Dragonstyle War, that day in Crystarium, those are two very different things, and I don't remember either of them. That day in the Crystarium seems more recent than the Dragonsong War, so... Does that count?
When Elidibus sought to make warriors of light, that was the voice which calls constantly to all who might hear it. I spoke of direct communication, when Hydaelyn communed solely with you. A far rarer occurrence.
Don't scold me, Y'shtola.
History shows us that Hydaelyn is able to awaken the echo in her chosen, convey her will directly, and grant the blessing of light. To our knowledge, however, she has not sought to intervene in man's affairs for some considerable time.
Might not the explanation for that lie with her choice of champion? Mayhap she is content to trust in her judgment.
Thanks, Ariane.
Mayhap she is. But following my initial discussion with Kryl, I made inquiries of my own. And as far as I'm able to tell, Hydaelyn has not made her will known. to anyone.
During my time in the First, the Oracle of Light spoke to me through Reen. But that was not the will of Hydaelyn. It was Minfilia herself.
Or so you want to believe.
And while she and Hydaelyn were inextricably linked, Minfilia yet acted of her own volition. A messenger, yes, but one who spoke with her own voice.
You wanna come up here, Arthas? No.
I wonder, could Hydaelyn's silence suggest the presence of some disruptive force, perhaps? Some obstacle to communication? While I share Urianger's high opinion of your conduct, I see no reason why she would deny you her guidance altogether.
She could still have, like, other ears. Maybe she has 2 ears. I know, you ever think about that? I mean, 2 pairs of ears. 2 sets of ears.
Then again, who am I to say? The fact is, we simply don't know. But if the explanation is to be found anywhere, I can think of worse places to look than the archives of Sharlayan, and their research on the Ethereal Sea in particular. Resolved though I am to go, believe me when I say that I take no pleasure in the thought of leaving you a member short. Now of all times. Estinian, we stand on the eve of a struggle that will decide the fate of this star. One in which we Scions may play a telling part, yet we are but few in number. And so I must ask you again. Will you join us?
You see the world the way you want it to be. I see the world the way it is. You are idealistic to a fault.
And you like him that way, Estinian. You just said as much to Fordola.
But I know you would never turn your back on those in need. Never close your eyes to their suffering. And somehow, your deeds lend truth to your words, giving the lie to my doubts in so doing. I have seen others draw strength from your belief. In Ishgard, in Alamigo, you inspired them to stand up and fight. To win, no less. And even when you lost those you held dear, you carried their spirit with you and made their memory your guiding light. The burden of so many hopes and dreams would be too heavy for most to bear. But you bear it willingly, as you have shown me. Some dreams are too important to let go. If you have need of my strength, it's yours. After all you've done, how could I refuse?
Aww. Does that mean we're gonna get more Estinian in our lives? 'Cause I'm down for that.
Thank you, Estinian. Whatever challenges await us, I shall not falter. You have my word.
Shh, Arthas.
And now, I may bid you farewell. Safe in the knowledge that all is as it should be. In this little corner of the world, at least.
You will be sorely missed. Tread warily in Sharlayan, and do try not to let the Forum embroil you in their politics. A forlorn hope, I know, given the individuals involved.
I shall do my very best. Farewell.
Damn it. Bye, Kyle. Good luck. Arthas. Now he's in his like, hey, can you either play with me or feed me mode. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace, oh yeah, we always got to figure out what's happening in the Empire. Oh, that's a lot of weapons. The hell?
Well, does this one meet with your approval?
Ugh, I hate Van Daniel. I hated Asahi. Hate anyone with his face.
Apparently not. Or could it be that you're still upset about the dragons?
You are unwise to remind me of so costly a failure. It will not affect our plans, I trust.
Oh, hardly at all. Though, admittedly, the chances of us being able to procure any more Mericidian dragons are rather slimmer following Tiamat's reappearance. Oh, but the seeds have been sown, my lord. We have only to wait for them to quicken. Speaking of preparations, is it safe to assume that you will be ready to control you-know-what?
I feel like these are my two least favorite people together and apart. But then they're both together and that makes it even worse.
The hour draws nigh. This nation, forged for Asian ends, will finally prove its worth.
A mighty empire, now no more than an instrument of this star's destruction. What a pleasure it will be to put it to use. Which brings me back to our earlier topic. My lord, while I appreciate that it is not an easy decision, it really is past time you chose your weapon.
There is one that I have been meaning to test.
So you're gonna just like grab him? Like wield him like a sword? No, that would've been funny.
Well, not quite what I was expecting. Though I will say, it does seem rather apt.
What is he picking? What did he pick? What does everybody have to say now? Amidst all the fighting, it's easy to forget what we've achieved, isn't it? I mean, we cured Tiamat. Tiamat, for heaven's sake. You will tell me if I become insufferably smug, won't you? Because the way things are going, it feels like a definite possibility. Stupid lamp. None can deny that Heidel's blessing has been a great boon to our cause, but much remains unknown with regards to her true intentions. Given everything we've learned from our encounters with the Asians, we must keep our minds open to any and all possibilities. The sudden appearance of the towers will surely not have escaped the Forum's notice. I would like to think they would be receptive to Corral's request for cooperation in investigating the matter, but unfortunately the reputation would suggest otherwise. It strikes me as odd that rather than marching on one of the city-states, the Telophori have so far made only sporadic attacks. I doubt they'd do so for the trouble of putting up all those... I doubt they'd go to the trouble of putting up all those towers if that was all they had in store for us. If I am to pursue this course, I must be prepared for the hardships that lie ahead. If you need my lance, I'll be ready. If not, I'll be reserving my strength in preparation for the next battle. But since you're here, I have a question. The Scions are in close contact with the East Aldenard Trading Company of Kugana, yes? I was wondering if they could place an order for some sun-dried squid. I don't seem to be able to find it in these parts. Why don't you ask Tataru and not me? Though we know not the full extent of Telophorus' schemes, preventing further abductions must take precedence above all else. For therein lies the key to depriving our enemy of its most potent weapon. Alright. Well, it looks like I'm going to have a busy few moons. I can't speak today, holy crap. Not that they ever seem to be anything but. Thancred's got me dispatching troops to every corner of this realm, which is not to say I don't trust the Alliance, because I do. But when it comes to putting down primals, nobody does it better than us. Then you lot more accurately. You won't catch me trading blows with a primal in the near future. But for every fell fiend you vanquish, there's countless meals to arrange, baths to fill, sheets to wash, stores to replenish, the list goes on. Which is where I come in, and gladly, mind you. It's the least I can do to support the Scions, who risk life and limb, like poor Arnbald. I wish there was something we could do for him, but we'll just have to settle for saying the odd prayer and keeping a roof over our heads. It wouldn't do to have him come back to a complete shambles, would it? Now, would it? But that's enough of my ramblings. Off you go and get some rest. If there was any developments, I promise you'll be the first to know. Rest? What do you take me for, Tataru? What does everybody else have to say? Ryle? I've been keeping me a good eye on the tower and telling others to do the same. Of course, I don't mean just us Scions. I got a whole network of scouts to keep informed. Alice has been teaching me how to cure tempering using epoxy. I must say the thought of being in such close proximity to one of the afflicted is rather daunting. We've sent Coultenay and the others to be our eyes and ears on the field. Wherever the Telophoroi appear next, we'll be among the first to know. When the tower rose up in Yansha, my first thought was to stay in Doma to keep my grandfather safe. But when we heard news of Bahamut's return, he bid me return to the Rising Stones to aid my fellow Scions. He sends his regards, by the way. Hoary Boulder certainly cut a fine figure as he set off on his latest mission. I was sad to see him leave, and my nights will be lonelier with just one brother to keep me company. Although Arnvald and I both served as Scions, I'm afraid that I have had few opportunities to speak with the lad. I do hope he is fit to return to active duty soon. Alright, well, that concludes the MSQ for 5.5. It is 4 o'clock or so, and I'm hungry, so I'm gonna end my stream here. I will be back tonight at 7. I'm gonna do the Emerald or diamond weapon story. I keep wanting to say emerald, but that was last time. But yeah, so I'm gonna work on diamond. I gotta do like the story, unlock it, do normal, and then unlock extreme. So I'm not sure how long that'll take, but that's my plan for tonight. So until then, I hope you guys enjoy the next just under 3 hours or so, and I will be back at 7 p.m. Eastern. All right, later guys. Bye.